In this video, we're going to cover the use of the jewelry vault and the library. And basically, they're just two different options that we have for managing our files. We know that we can go to TDM, save, open, or import, files, directly here from this interface. Uh, but what I would like to show you is how to use the jewelry vault and the library to do this in a more organized way. Basically have a centralized place where you can store all your models uh, for yourself, or if you have a company where there's a group of designers that use the same libraries or the same components or projects. It's very easy to set up the jewelry vault and the library in a common server folder, and then let everyone else within your company or group access the same folders. So it makes a really convenient, way to use, your models. So let's take a look at this. When we click Jewelry Vault, it opens up this panel, and here we see, the folders that I have in there. So I have a folder for projects. I have a folder for the RhinoGold exercise files. And any other folders that you place within your vault will be shown here. I'm going to go into projects. We have 2009 and 2010. Those are different folders that I've created. If we click, for example, 2010, we can see our models that we have in there. Notice that these are complete models, and that is what you use the vault for. Store your finished models that you are done with, and these are complete pieces that you can use for later modifications or reconstruction or anything. For example, here if I select this one, as we can see, it's an oval file. We get a preview of it over here. If there's any notes stored within the file, it will show them here. So we know this is a basic shank for an oval or cabochon setting. We can insert it as a block or a group or an object. We can open or insert. Just remember, if you open it, it's going to close whatever you already have going on over here. If you insert it, it just inserts the model in there. So right now, let me select that, that one file, and I'm going to click open. And we have the model now inside of here, and we can go ahead and do any modifications, anything we want to that model. We can add stones, we can do pave, we can do whatever we want, and after we're done, we can choose to save it, or do whatever it is we need to do with that one. So remember, your jewelry vault is for using your finished models that you can then reuse and edit at a later time. Now let's take a look at the library. It works kind of in the same way, but notice that I have, different types of components in here: basket, bezels, heads. If I pick shanks, for example, I got 4 different shanks already saved in here. And the nice thing about this, these are the parametric shanks that are built with the RhinoGold ring builder, which means these are, can be changed on the fly. So I can pick, for example, this one here. I'm going to open. It wants to close this one, so I'll go ahead and say no to saving changes. So I get my shank over here now, and we can see that this is one of the RhinoGold shanks. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to, I need to change that, so I'm going to select it over here in the parametric browser in the Explorer and double click, and I get the options for changing and editing the properties. So for example, maybe I just need to go to the top and make it wider there. Maybe I need to change the size. Maybe it needs to be 7.5 now. So I just made, whatever corrections or modifications I need, and I can click OK, and and I can keep going. So it's very convenient to have a vault with finished models, or a library with all your parts and components that you can use to combine and put together many rings. Now, how does all of this work? You're probably asking yourself, where exactly are these models being stored? Where are they put away? How do you define that folder? It's very simple. What you do is you go to TDM, user profile. And right here in the user profile, it allows you to pick where you want those folders to be. The vault path, RhinoGold in my C drive, RhinoGold storage, vault. And the library path is in the RhinoGold storage library. Now if I open up, I'm going to go ahead and click OK here. If I open up the Windows Explorer just to quickly show you, here's my local disk C already selected. And if we go down to RhinoGold storage, which is the folder that I created, there we have my library and with all my different components within the library. And here's my vault with my projects, and any folders, any objects that I place within these folders, I'll be able to access them through the jewelry vault or the library. So if this folder was in a server, everyone within my group or company will be able to access the same libraries and the same vault as I have, which is very, very nice and very convenient.